This text is from the introduction to the book Messages from Water by Masuro Emoto. Masuro Emoto, water and Hado, which signifies the world of subtle energy related to consciousness, synonymous with Chi in Japanese. My first encounter with the study of water was when I became acquainted with Dr. Lee H. Lawrenson. Dr. Lawrenson was at that time 34 while I was 41. Dr. Lawrenson studied biochemistry at the University of California in Berkeley and later became a water researcher developing microcluster water or magnetic resonance water. Since the encounter with Dr. Lawrenson, I had become attracted to the study of water and wanted to know more about the properties of water. I wondered if there were any machines that could measure and see water. It was at this time that through Dr. Lawrenson I learned about a machine that could measure Hado, called an MRA, magnetic resonance analyzer. It was after this discovery that my research started to advance with increasing speed. The MRA was used in the USA at that time for homeopathy, a popular alternative therapy in Germany. The minute that I saw this machine, an idea flashed through my mind that it could be used in the study of microcluster water, magnetic resonance water. So I brought it back to Japan as an instrument that could hopefully contribute to my research. As a result, Hado water, which transcribes Hado information by MRAs in microcluster water that Dr. Lawrenson produced at my request, demonstrated that the physical condition of people can be improved by water. I have introduced the use of MRA and Hado in my literary works. As I began doing more research on water, I became interested in taking pictures of various frozen water crystals. Through these pictures and by seeing these faces of water, I have gained a great amount of experience. These pictures were so wonderful that I just had to show them. So I decided to edit them into this picture book, Messages from Water. Water, humans, and earth. A human being appears on this earth physically for the first time when an ovum of the mother and sperm of the father meet each other and become a fertilized egg. At this time, water accounts for about 95% of the fertilized egg. In other words, it is almost all water. The amount of water in a matured human body is 70%. No wonder it is said that the human body is made of water. People live their lives surrounded by various kinds of water every day until the day they die. The Earth is called the water planet, and about 70% of its surface is covered with water. Isn't it somewhat similar to the human body? Most of the planet's water, such as rainwater, underground water, lakes, marshes, rivers, is in the sea. Some water floats in the air in the form of clouds or mist. Fern in high mountains and ice in Antarctica are also originally water. As I went on with my research of water, I became unsure whether the precious water that I was working with was clean water or unclean water, and subsequently what it means to the human body. No one, except for the people at the water research institution or water research professionals, really knows the definite answer. Water, whatever its makeup, always appears the same to our eyes. What is the difference in the information that each type of water holds? Is there any possible way of seeing that? While I was thinking about this, I came across a book titled The Day That Lightning Chased the Housewife, edited by Julia Lee and David Savold, Shobonsha publisher. This book contains about 50 questions. Among these, there was a question that asked, "Are there any snow crystals of the same shape?" The answer was that snow has been falling on Earth for a few million years, and each crystal has a different shape. I had always wondered if there were methods of expressing the difference of water nature. And that was when it hit me. This is it. That was what led me to make these pictures of frozen crystals of water, thereafter referred to as crystals. With this method, all I had to do was to take a picture of the crystals made by freezing water. If I freeze water and take a picture of the crystals that are formed, I could obtain information about the water. That was the whole idea behind the experiment that I was about to start. I enlarged my pictures of crystals into slides and brought them to my lectures. Since then, I started to get requests for copies of them because of their beauty and mysteriousness. The loveliness as well as ugliness of the crystal pictures attracted people. It was from these events and my earnest desire to share the joy and mysteriousness of crystals that I decided to publish this book.